All right, we got the Yankees lineup for tonight. Game 2 against the Houston Astros, okay? Yeah, and we're all frustrated because they lost a winnable game yesterday. And they did some things that I think a lot of fans wish they hadn't done. Okay, we've been talking about it all day. Fans, content creators, we're all the same. And the fact is, when they can win a game and they don't, because there are things that we think they could do better or they're avoidable things, we get angry, we get frustrated. Can you blame us? I don't think so. And we just want our team to do well. But and this lineup is I feel better about it, but it's a little bit seesaw, and you'll see exactly what I mean, because it's like on one hand it's like okay, on the other hand you're like mother. So I'll go into it. So with that, Harrison Bader's leading off in center field. Finally got a little bit of aggressiveness and speed on the base pass. The best hitter right now in the postseason is batting at the top instead of batting 7th and 8th. Aaron Judge is right behind him, batting 2nd in right field. Giancarlo Stanton's batting 3rd at DH. Anthony Rizzo's batting 4th at first base. Gleyber Torres batting 5th at second base. Josh Donaldson batting 6th at third base. Kyle Higashioka batting 7th at catcher. Oswald Peraza batting 8th at shortstop. Oswaldo Cabrera batting 9th, okay, in left field. And on the hill, on the stump, Luis Severino. Now, let me give you some thoughts about this lineup. The only thing I would have done differently right now, well, 2 things. I would have put Harrison Bader and then Gleyber Torres and then put Aaron Judge at 3rd and just move guys down a little bit. Give Judge an opportunity to drive in more runs instead of waiting for guys to drive him in, okay? Just my 2 cents on that. I would have also sat Donaldson and played IKF at 3rd base and kept the other guys the same while maybe bringing in Donaldson later on as a late-inning replacement. Defensive replacement. Again, IKF is elite at 3rd base just like Donaldson is. IKF is not elite at shortstop, so he's playing out of position, so he's sitting too. So, again, and Carpenter's sitting too, which I think is a good idea. His timing is not there. It's not enough time. Just like it would be the same thing for Benintendi, right? And same thing for guys like Frankie Montas. It's not enough time. These guys have missed too much time. So, but it's like on one end, it's like, all right, we're going to listen to some people, listen to some fans. Maybe we'll do this, put Bader at the top. Like, we've been telling these people to do that for a while, right? Whether it be Bader and a DJ and Judge or Bader and Torres and something. And then you're like, okay, we did that. All right. And then it's like, and we're going to avoid that and play Donaldson. Okay, rather than sitting him and trying to, and instead just trying to put him out there and striking out all the time while they're waiting for a 3-run home run. That doesn't happen. Right? It's like, you're going to get some noogies, huh? Yeah, we want to give you some noogies. But when you keep ignoring us, then we turn into the Scarface, right? Say hello to my little friend. Right? That's just the way that it is. Like, we wish you would, do better by the guys in the lineup, okay? This is a start. I'll take it. But I think that with the lineup that they have right now, the guys that are on the actual roster, IKF would be in there, in my opinion, because he's just more of a contact guy. And again, he's the guy, if there's runners in 1st and 3rd and he's up, he puts the ball in play, whether it's a ground out, and the ground out to 3rd and you try to double him, but he's so fast you generally hardly ever double him, and the runner at 3rd scores. Or he hits a sacrifice fly and lets the runner come in too. We're not waiting for a 3-run home run. He actually puts the ball in play. Okay? That makes a difference. And you're getting equal defense at 3rd base, okay, that makes a difference. So, to me, that's the only thing I would have done differently with the guys that they have in right now. On occasion, I do like to give Trevino a little bit of a rest, even though he does make the pitchers, he elevates the pitcher's performance, but he does need a rest. He can't play all the time. So, Higgy's got more power potential on the bat. I get it. Okay, that's why he's in there, too. And you got to alternate these guys, honestly. And I'm glad they sat Carpenter. As much as I like the guy, you had to sit him at this point, right? So, and we need some length out of Severino today, so we don't have to use many relievers. I mean, yesterday I think J-Mo could have at least gone through the 5th inning. He had 67 pitches. Not exactly sure why they took him out. Trevino did his thing, right? And for the most part, the bullpen did their thing, with the exception of Clark Schmidt and Frankie Montas, right? When Frankie Montas got hit once, aside from that, he looked decent, and he's got decent stat against Houston, so I'm guessing that's their logic as to keeping him on putting him on this roster. Personally, I would have shut him down and just got him ready for 2023, healthy. Clark Schmidt, I would have gotten him out of there after that fantastic double play, like I said earlier, and just brought somebody else in. So now, if we can get some length out of Severino, who's pitching against Framber Valdez, they're a 17-game winning left-handed stud, then we might, we'll be in good shape. He'll put them in a position to win, and hopefully this Yankees do jump on this guy early. They had opportunities to jump on Verlander early. They jumped on him a little bit, but then they lost so many opportunities, or blew so many opportunities to get more runs. And they could have had, got him out of there probably a little bit early. You went 6 innings. We don't want 6 innings of freaking Verlander. I don't want 6 innings of Valdez either. This kid's a stud. Absolute stud. So we want to try to get this guy out of here early too. We'll talk about this more when we live stream. Whenever we live stream, guys, and if you haven't joined them yet, we start into basically the 8th or 9th inning. We go through the game, and it turns into a recap. So we celebrated over a dozen walk-offs this year together, and I love doing it with you guys and gals. So I appreciate all you when you do it. And if anybody has not subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that so you don't miss these things. I want you to be part of the celebrations and then the good times, and hopefully we can celebrate the win because we need to tie this series today before we go to the Bronx. Tomorrow's an off day, and then the next 5 games are played consecutively. 3 in the Bronx, 2 back in Houston. Okay? We tie it today. I hope the Yankees will take 2 out of 3 in New York. Sweeping would be even better, but this is the Astros. This isn't the Cincinnati Reds or the Colorado Rockies. You know what I mean? This is the Astros, the top seed in the American League for a million reasons. They are just that good. So, if they do it, Yankees, I think we'd all be jumping jacks and jumping for joy. But we'll see. Just get the sweep. Get the freaking split tonight. Okay? Go back to the Bronx feeling good. We got Cole on the hill in Game 3. Nestor Cortez on the mound in Game 4. That could change our fortunes. Okay? Because we won't have to face these 2 guys, Verlander or Valdez. And the Yankees could be in a better position. So, we'll see what happens, gang. Talk to you guys later. Let's go freaking Yankees.